All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 19 East, man. We want to welcome everybody who came here tonight. One more for the Mad Dog. This is the ultimate live rock tribute to Manny Amador, man. And he's blessed with a lot of friends. My name's the Doctor of 99.9 Country. Manny Amador was a fellow Brave, and it's great to be here to rock with you guys as one. Before we start the show, I'd like to call on my co-host for this segment, Mr. Charlie Y. Yeah. He is also the vocalist of The Breed and the House Rockers.
How's it going, people? All right? We're here to rock for the Mad Dog tonight, okay? It's still kind of silent, so later on we'll get to the nitty-gritty of stuff. But before anything else, I'd like to ask everybody to have 1 minute of silence, say a little prayer for the guy, and reflect on what you remember him as, okay? 1 minute. Okay, thank you very much. Man, that 1 minute felt like an eternity, huh? So many things you can think about in 1 minute. Anyway, I think I'm going to start off with what I'd like to say about Manny. I had 7 wonderful years with a guy in the band called The Breed. I always think of myself as I learned in the Breed School of Music to be a singer, to be a performer. I drew from his energy. I drew from the energy of all my bandmates. When we formed The Breed in 1989, it was magic from day one. We formed The Breed 3 days before Pinoy Woodstock, which at the time I was with RJFM, and we put together Pinoy Woodstock in '89. We formed The Breed 3 days before. And it was just magic. We just put 6 songs together. From there, we decided to continue. And we lasted all of 9 years. Manny lasted 7 years with The Breed. And then after we disbanded, we had so many reunions with Johnny, with Larry Deliaco, our original drummer, with Miguel Ortigas, Minko Fabregas, who else? Benji Santos. Am I missing any drummers? Oh, he's not here right now. Jay Alviar, who you'll be seeing later with us. So we had so many great times together. And when I heard the news of Manny's passing, I just couldn't believe. The first thing that I felt I should do was go on Facebook, since everybody's in Facebook nowadays. And I said, I lost a friend today. Nobody will ever fill his shoes. And he's rocking in heaven. I know he's there. He's there now watching us. So let's all have a good time tonight, people. That's all I really want. Okay? Let's just rock this place like the Mad Dog rocked every place he was at. Okay? Okay. Before I call the next member, I'd like to read something. This was sent to the Doctor by our original drummer, Larry Deliaco, who's based in Hawaii right now. By the way, just a little trivia. The last show of The Breed, the very, very last show, was right here on this stage. Okay, that's why we chose 19 East for the tribute of Manny. That was in 2010, July. All right, from Larry. I met Manny in high school. We would practice guitar and drums in my house. My eardrums were never the same again. Okay? In college, I had the amazing opportunity to be a part of his genius rock opera, I Dream of Hexadrine. What a rich learning experience. This is when I also met Johnny. Manny, Johnny, and I would practice at my house. My eardrums got worse. Some years after college, I found Manny again. This time he was playing music with Johnny and Charlie. That was the time we called him for Pinoy Woodstock. That's it. I lost my hearing for good. I will never forget this one gig we did in Marikina where I literally reeled sideways from the wall of sound blasting from his guitar out of my monitor. Hey, wall of sound. That was his last band. Kidding aside, I will miss Manny most for his unbridled joy and laughter. Next to this, I will miss his genius in his music, from his guitar playing to his songwriting. Manny, thank you for all the happy memories and for all your laughter. You laughed about everything and the world laughed with you. I am sure you're laughing in heaven right now, tickled pink by tonight's tribute to you, the one and only Mad Dog. I wish I could be there with Johnny and Charlie and the extended family of the breed to play in your honor. Miss you, Manny. Larry. Fantastic. Okay, that's it for my testimony and Larry's. Right now, I'd like to call another member of the breed. And mind you, we only had, in the entire 9 years of existence, there were 6 drummers, 2 guitarists, 1 bassist, and 1 singer. So let me call the only bassist of the breed. Please welcome Johnny Besa.
This feels so weird, I tell you. If Manny was here, he'd probably be laughing his ass off at, at all of this, man. But let me start first with a message from Miguel Ortigas. Manny Amador was the loudest guitar player in the Philippines, bar none. He would complain of tinnitus when he'd be at a movie theater trying to listen to the soft conversation coming off the screen. All he'd hear was, woo! You know, I know exactly what he meant. I've had that sensation after a couple of the breed sets, whether it be at the old haunt, Fire and Rain, or when they moved over to Wednesday nights at Kalya Bar on Palanca Street in Makati. Our bands, The Breed and Razorback, opened for Bon Jovi at Rizal Baseball Stadium. Remember that? Dang, pal. On 2 nights in 1993. Needless to say, we had our bonding. During sets at Kalya, he would occasionally piss off bandmates. I'll say. Boy, did he piss me off. But I think that's the essence of friendship. Yeah, you agree to disagree at the very least. Okay. And freak out the audience by running out of the pub, climbing up the stairs, and going up the street while he was still playing his guitar plugged into a wireless setup. Apparently, he did this once at a mall gig, going up and down escalators while simultaneously playing his loud-ass leads. What a guy. That was one of his favorite sayings. Another was, I'm so poggy. Remember that? And what a dork, man, I swear. Manny was loud, abrasive, opinionated, and quite a character. He did not stand for shit he did not believe in. Up until his passing, he was very vocal about some religious issues which we did not see eye to eye on. If he believed in it, he fought for it. Good on you, Manny. Wherever it be in your belief of heaven and hell, I'm certain you're riding high in your black Mercedes-Benz, though you drove some funky cars. God be with you. And that's from Miguel. And for me, this is actually kind of painful for me, you know. I mean, I basically hung on to my grief after Manny went. Until now, I still don't believe the guy's gone. Sometimes I think he's going to be knocking my door and say, hey, man, you know, what's up? Let's go out. And I'm like, but tonight it's about letting go for me. I mean, you know, now by the time I kind of figured out that he's up there watching on all of us na lang. I think he would have liked it if you guys had a really good time tonight, however you do it. Be prepared for a loud night. If this tribute is going to go the way I think it's going to go. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the evening. Good night.
All right. Thank you, John Bessa, bass player of The Breed. He also plays with the Blue Rats, by the way. And before we call on the members of Manny's other band called Wall of Sound, I'd like to read the message from Michael Turner of the former band Battery, if you guys remember him. He was the former guitar player of The Breed, who played in the band's second offering entitled Amusing Ourselves to Death. He's now with the group Common Zens in the United States. So here's Michael Turner's message for Manny. Thank you for your life, Manny Amador. You left me big shoes to fill in. The Breed and opened up an opportunity that I would have never had without you. Without you, there would have been no black Mercedes-Benz. Without you, Manny, there would have been no Battery. You lived life with fire and passion. We miss you, brother, and rock with the angels tonight. All right, we'd like to call in right now two members of Manny's band after The Breed. He formed a band called Wall of Sound. We'd like to call onto the stage, please, Mr. Gerard De Dios, the bass player, and Tris G, the drummer of Wall of Sound.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming despite of the rain. I first knew about Manny when I was in grade 5. That was like 1995 when The Breed came out. They were actually formed way back in the 80s. When they came out, I first saw them in the NU 107 Rock Awards. That was the same year, 95. And that band really had a lot of intensity because they showed a good deal of performance, which other bands, in my opinion, didn't have way back. They sounded like The Who. They were so loud, and their music dealt a lot with different issues in society. And that was about Manny's writing. In the year 2002, I got a call from a friend of mine named Mike Vigano. And he told me that Manny was looking for a bass player. So I auditioned for his band, Wall of Sound. And I got the gig. And we spent 9 years together. And during the 9 years, we had Andre Qui, the original drummer. And halfway through, we had I called on my friend Tristan to join the band. So, say something.
Anong year ba ako naipasok mo sa Wall of Sound?
2002 ako nun eh.
Ako, 2007 nakapasok
7
sa
ka. Pero nag-session ka, 2005.
Kasi maliit pa po ako, no, nakikinig na po ako ng The Breed.
Talaga lang.
Oo, ganun. Wala akong kaliit nun. Ayun,
siguro the most memorable gig that we had together was yung sa Benguet with Ramon, Sir Bob, Magu, and the other bands who played there. It was a very unforgettable moment because Manny did his best during that time. Talagang yung performance niya, talagang todo. Hindi sa kanya pwede yung tamang tugtog lang, ganun. He wants it talaga full blast talaga. So, he really told me and Tristan to really push our sound talaga. And that was Manny's trademark, and it's becoming our trademark also right now. Anything? I think that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Love you, Manny.
All right, thank you, Gerard De Dios and Tris G of Wall of Sound. They have their own bands, and they'll be playing here tonight. One belongs to Thy Holy Water, and the other guy is with Bad Omen. So sit back, have a drink, have a bite, have a smoke, and have a toke, man. We're going to take you on for a ride. All right. My co-host tonight is Charlie Y. We've gone a long way. Back in 1988, we were together with RJAM, the Rock of Manila. It's great to split the stage with you again, man. All
right. I'm glad they're here. Okay, they arrived right on time. We can't start this show, or this show can't happen, without a few words from the family that Manny left behind. So I'd like to call on stage just to give a few words. Tita Nena Amador, the mom of Manny, and Pinky, please. Just a few words. Tita Nena has supported us so many times from the beginning of the breed. I don't know how she could take it with her ears. Maybe that's why. Can you show her, please, to the stairs? Maybe that's why nowadays she stays way at the back whenever the band plays. You know. Nasanay kay Manny eh. Sobrang sanay. All right.
Good evening. Thank you very much for coming. Salamat po. Maraming salamat. Mom, you want to say something?
Yes, I would like to thank all of you for going out of your way to do this for my son. I know you loved him. I love him too. Sorry, but I'm getting into tears already. Thank you very much. I love you all.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, dapat pala, Charlie. I should have brought pala what I read that night. But anyway, thank you sa lahat ng pumunta dito. Thank you sa lahat ng sumuporta sa lahat ng bands ng kapatid ko. Thank you sa lahat ng nagmahal sa kanya. And I know that's all of you here tonight and a lot of you who messaged me on Facebook. Thank you for organizing this. Yours, Charlie. Thank you. Salamat. Salamat ulit. And for all those who supported him, even when he was in Cebu, you know, it was, I just have one little story to say of the wake. It's okay. In Cebu? Of the wake in Cebu. Kasi Manny, as you know, supported different ideals and he had different kinds of friends. So he also rode a bike, which he got into accidents several times, as you may or may not know. So nakakatawa lang sa wake kasi nandun yung biker gang dumating. Siyempre lahat nakamotor, naka leather jacket, di ba? Tapos nandun din yung mga madre ng angkapatiran. Nandun din. Di ba? Tapos yung mga musikero, yung mga tiga-outpost, because when he was in Cebu, he made this joint very famous because he would play there I think it was every Friday night. So when you said Manny Amador in Cebu, it meant outpost. And when you said outpost, it kind of meant Manny Amador. And in fact, they have a little shrine for him there. His other guitar is there. Somebody put something on his wall. It was his guitar, and then a stool, tsaka may can of Coke. So, for those of you who know him, you'll know the can of Coke joke. So it was so we had the bikers, the nuns from Kapatiran, and then of course we had all the IT nerds in the house, and then all the musicians from Outpost. So talagang tuwing someone walks in the door, like, okay, don't judge. Saan kaya yan? But anyway, tonight we still do have quite, I think, a variety of people. And that's always great to see. And my brother stood for a lot of things. Di ba nga, holy roller? I only ever heard of that phrase because of him. Kasi you don't expect someone who's very, very ultra-religious to be a rocker, di ba? Di ba naka-trubinize pero ang tugtog? But anyway, maraming salamat. And I hope you guys enjoy the night for him, as I know we will. Prepared na nga kami, parang hindi muna kami dito sa harap kasi yung mga earplugs nakalimutan namin sa bahay. But enjoy the night. Thank you so much for organizing this. Thanks, guys. Love you. Thank you. Salamat.
Thanks so much.
All right, thank you, Pinky Amador. Thank you to the mom of Manny. Tita, gracias. All right, we're back here, man.
Wait, one more thing I want to say.
Go ahead.
I especially like to thank Pinky for making it here tonight because she's busy rehearsing for The Sound of Music, okay, which is going to show on October 15, and they're really, really busy. She goes, Charlie, I have to rehearse. I know it's for Manny, but you know what? I'll make it if I can. So thank you so much. All right. Okay.
All right, Charlie White, we got a killer lineup tonight, man.
We definitely do.
On the bill, we've got Blue Moon, we've got the House Rockers, we've got Thy Holy Water, we got Jay Ortega of Tres. Dark Orchestra is here featuring Jerome Abalos. of Death by Stereo, man. Members of Majesty and Death by Stereo. Dahong Palay, the youth. Coco Jam.
Carl Roy, let's not
Yep.
forget. Bad Omen. Yeah. He's going to be playing later on. All right.
We have the Queen of Pinoy Rock tonight, Sampaguita. All right, Razorback.
And is he going to arrive? Is he going to arrive?
Which one?
Pepe?
Pepe's going to be here, man, and he might drag in Resty Fabunan of Maria Cafra, man. All right, we
So
have a
you-
lot of bands tonight.
You guys are in for one heck of a night. Okay, so text your friends, call them, whatever, tell them to come over, and we're going to have a blast.
All right. So are you guys ready to rock, man? Because we're going to start the show. Before I do, I'd like to read this for Manny. You know, he's been with us for such a long time. Rest in peace, the Mad Dog. Thank you for the brotherhood and for heeding the call to arms all these years. It was an honor to have split the same stage with you. Legends never die. One last bold, mighty hail to the loudest rock guitarist I've ever heard, man. All right, this is one more for the Mad Dog. And, you know, Manny passed away in Cebu, July 22, 2011, this year. And, you know, I'm from Cebu. I'm Cebuano. You know, I came from Y101. That was my first radio station in 1985. And our first guy on the bill is also a Cebuano, all right? We'd like to call on Vince Borromeo of Times 2 to the stage, all right? Vince, by the way, Charlie, played with Manny at Strawberry Woodstock in 2008.
Oh, that wasn't too long ago.
That was 3 days of non-stop rock and roll all the way in La Trinidad, Benguet, man. We did this in 2008. Manny flew in from Cebu to play with us on the first night all the way in La Trinidad, Benguet. He wanted to do the show, man.
You know, speaking of Cebu, I would like to thank the Cebuanos who put a tribute together for Manny. They already did it, right? Yeah. So I would like to thank them for making that happen.
We were supposed to do this much, much earlier, but we had to check the schedules of so many bands and get we try to get the most powerful lineup ever for a send-off, you know, for celebrating his life and his legacy, man. All right?
Some of us very close to Manny's heart were not ready to perform earlier, but thank God we're all ready to perform tonight.
Before we start on with more of the music, we'd like to hear some of the words from, well, one of Manny's bandmates. And I'd like to welcome on stage right now the drummer of The Breed, JLVR, to say a few words, you know, about his testimony about what happened. And is that okay? Yeah. All right.
Good morning. I met Manny, what was that? 89, 90, something like that. We were doing Rockin' at Loud House. It was at Carl Roy's old mansion in New Manila. Yeah. Where's Carl?
Oh, di ba? Right there, man.
Oh, there you are. Oh, there you are. You better come up here later, man. Anyways, through Manny, I met these guys who have been my my big brothers, my mentors in rock. And I'm very especially thankful to him. Yeah, outside the band scene, do you mind? Hello? I'm talking here, man. It's my time. Outside the band, outside the music, we became really close. We're like, you know, brothers with Mr. Yordi Kui back there. Give him a big hand. He's been working hard all night.
The guy who's been recording the show the whole night. Ladies and gentlemen, Yordi Kui.
Illegally.
And who's been playing all the music. Thank you, Yordi.
I don't. I love you, man. You know, a lot of things have been said already about Manny, about what he's done, what he's accomplished. I just would like to add that he was very much like you and I. You know, he was very down to earth. He was very approachable. He was really a mentor in so many ways. It was a tribute night tonight, so I dressed up like Manny, except for the beard. I can do the Manny Amadors dance. Huh?
Works.
Oh, thank you. Also, through Manny, I met this gorgeous woman that I was forbidden to even talk to. She's first time I nawag na hindi na. Pero
Paano naman?
naging kami. Yeah.
Ay!
Pero hindi niya alam. No, Pinky. Man. So, if you want to know what Manny's legacy is, if you can just look around the room right now, even if you didn't really know Manny personally, we're all here because of his music, because of his person, because of what? Because of these guys, because of the breed. So, Manny, I know you're up there listening, laughing at me again, because he knows how much I hate speaking in front of crowds.
Sure you don't.
But I did it. How about a big hand for J-Man? Come on.
Yeah!
And if you could all raise your glasses, please. Raise your drinks, your beers, whatever you're drinking. Manny, this one's for you, bro. All right, cheers. So let's rock on, guys. Okay, so let's rock and roll.